Oh, bloody hell. Wow. Okay. That's gonna sting my eyes, man. Ugh. Live curtain drawing. Only on this channel. I'm fucking having to move this around. Hopefully he will just adopt it. I think he's a bit, he's waiting for food that he's not eaten. No, he's eaten some of it. Just go and eat what's in there, Gizmo. It's not that old. I'm getting hungry anyway. But there's a lot to get through. So let's crack on. Let's crank on. Let's crank on. Let's learn to talk again as well. You didn't think I was a natural blonde, did you? Do you know, I used to know her off that advert. And I'll tell you one thing, she fucking was a natural blonde. I knew her since she was about that high. I was about that high at the time. I can't remember her name. Her sister was much fitter and she was sound. Her sister would chat to her all the time. She was just normal. She didn't act like a snotty girl who was really pretty. She was just, oh, hi, how you doing? Just talk to you. But that one, L'Oreal girl, was it L'Oreal? I think it was. She was a bitch. I didn't like her. She was snotty. Oh, I said that. Do not know what it has been popping into my head. Just like, you didn't think I was a natural blonde, did you? Long time ago. Anyway, narcissism. No, anxiety and narcissism. Ooh, this was going back to the other night when I spoke to the dude from the suntan shop, and it's very warm today. I do apologise. I'll just strip off. It was when we were talking about going out again, actually, and that's kind of what led to me making like the anxiety video. Because straight away he was like, oh, I'm really looking forward to going to London and all that, and straight away I just was thought of me when I was like 22 or whatever. I used to go to London all the time. And it was that, you know, that kind of memory of what I was like in a way. And also, you know, like I said in the video, because my mate had spoken to me about it. But the sort of the link is, it's kind of like a lot of the times in clubs I can kind of be myself a lot more and get away with it. It fits, it works. I can come to I was taking my coat off, wasn't I? I go to these, I used to call them these halfway houses where I can visit the matrix and kind of feel a little bit normal, or a semblance of normality or something. But it was what he said. He was like, it's nice when people are like very free with themselves. And he said, I follow you on socials quite a lot. And he just went, I hope I don't ever not see you. It's like, I loved the way that he said it. I hope I don't ever not see you. But it was nice. I said, you know what? That does mean a lot, because what I'm getting to is the amount of comparisons I've made to things like, you know, my eccentric clothing. This, to, you know, to someone, to a doctor type person, they would say this is just a possible expression of my schizotypy. It's, you know, a character. It's, you know, the eccentrical clothing are often characters or certain things and whatever. But like the expression of it, when it's acknowledged by people, and particularly in a positive way, like the bike riding and dancing, when I'm making other people smile with it, but like, I'm being this character that does it, and I'm existing, in a sense. I'm existing. I'm allowed. I'm allowed. I can do this and totally get away with it. And it's lovely because in a lot of ways it's not totally like anti-culture, but it is a bit. It's anarchic in a sense. It's anarchic because it's genuine. It's not that I'm doing it at a level that I know I'll get away with, because it's on the edge. I've been asked to be moved on and stuff. I could get, if it became a nuisance and enough people complained, I could get stopped by authorities. You know what I mean? But it's because there's a potential for it to be sort of complained about, and I'm doing it anyway because it's what I want to fucking do, not what society wants me to do, and it's 100% my fucking thing. That's what makes it anarchic, which is anarchy's beautiful, man. Anarchy's just being free, really. You've just been warned about anarchy by the people that don't want anarchy, because it would mean that they're not in control anymore. They're always the ones that tell you that other things don't work, are the ones that are already in control. But anyway, that's my sort of, you know, there's nothing to be worried about with anarchy. It's just about being beautiful and being you, which is, you know, by and largely the feedback that I get from the bikes. But, you know, I said to him, thank you, because there's that big element where anything positive that you say about yourself is like, oh, look at you, you fucking love yourself. And like, you know that that's out there, and that's where you just go, fuck it. That's part of my not caring what people think, that I always get accused of caring what people think. And I think, well, doesn't that show that I don't care what people think? Just the fact that I put it up there. Because some people, you know, some people admire the brazenness of, I know you're going to think I'm right up my own arse, and I don't fucking care. So, but, you know, it's an interesting point that we've all got. Have I felt all right, Tit? That we've all got that instant, I'm not allowed. And that's what I said to this guy, you know. It's like, I started one of my videos by saying, hello, I'm fucking gorgeous. Why can't I say that? Why am I not allowed to say that? Why can't I think that? Why can't I think it? Why can't I think it? Why can I look at other girls and think she's really pretty? But then when I look at my face, whether I'm seeing it as male or female, because that was my point, is that I love the way I look. This is like supermarket fucking clothing. These are off Amazon. But look how well they go together. It's the same thing happening with my clothes. They just look beautiful together. And this is my 4-year-old's hat. It's Mikey to a T. It's very, actually fucking every day. A lot of girls would dress like this and wouldn't be seen as hugely bright and colourful. But yeah, I was yesterday, just with that pink coat on. I think I had these jeans on. I might have actually had some, I think I had pink jeans on. Yeah, I had that just pale pink jeans on. And my colourful boots. And a woman, like, commented on all the colours, and I just thought, really, on this? This is nothing. This is about fucking level 4. So, I mean, this is really quite fucking, you know, work a day, darling. I didn't say that to her, I just said thank you. But, you know, it's like, a lot of the time when people are really complimentary to me and say, I wish you could see what I see and stuff like that, there's that huge part that's like, no, that's fucking big-headed to think that about yourself, to think anything like that about yourself. But then I also know that, as I've said before, like the schizotype, the affirmation of the schizotype is a therapeutic thing. So when people just love it at face value, it's like, thank you. And, you know, those that would think me narcissistic for doing it would think that when I get those compliments, I'm actually like, yeah, I know. I'm not. If I get like over complimented too much, it's really fucking cringy for me. It's really like, oh, okay, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. The worst one I don't know what to say is when women say, your ass is better than mine. I'm like, if I say thank you to that, it's almost like I'm saying nice one. That's what I wanted. Do you know, I really don't know how to deal with that. I really don't know how to deal with that. It's like, you know, it's like a sort of playful, angry face or whatever. It's like, but please don't do that to me. Please don't put me in that position. It's weird, you know, I have trouble understanding anything, but I'm fairly certain, like, you can see where I'm coming from on that one. It's like, No way am I doing it to try and say to any women, look, my ass is better than yours and I'm a man. And I think that's what they think about it. It's like a double fail or something. It's like, oh my God, you've got enough to deal with without doing this to me and you. But it's, you know, it's kind of like, that's why I end up screaming at the end, oh, I don't fucking care. And you're going to, you know, why I made the video may just be a dick. Because you're always someone's dick. I don't know why that's tickled me too much, but it has. My fucking ribs are hurting. I haven't actually taken any painkillers today because I haven't got any and I haven't been out yet. But up until literally this last couple of minutes, I've not been in that much pain. But I'm going to go and get them straight away after this. But yeah, it's kind of like, that's the other thing. Oh God, I'm nearly the end of the video. I got banned on Facebook. Banned on fucking Facebook for my profile picture. Because you can see where my willy is a fair way of putting it, right? But it was like, I was almost daring someone to say you're showing it off. And I'd be like, showing it off? Really? Why? Because you can see it underneath the material, like you can with women's boobs. Are they showing them off? Are their boobs on display? But no one really fell into my trap. But, so, you know, of course there was an element of, like, knowing that you could see my penis. It's like, it was, you know, it's like, they're like silky Speedos, for fuck's sake. But it got banned again when I changed it to a picture of my face. And then the ban came back up again. I was like, fuck's sake. So I complained again. I contested it again and again. 5 minutes later, we're sorry, we got it wrong. Your picture's allowed back on Facebook. Sometimes we make mistakes and blah, blah, blah. And then this morning, 24-hour ban for continuously posting content in breach of standards. But it wasn't in breach of standards, but it still counted against me. And that dude on my birthday was calling me disgusting and off-putting. He alluded to my gender identity and my sexual preference. He decided that for me. He called homosexuality a disease, a mental illness. He was vile. He threatened me with violence. Nothing. 2 people complained about him. Nothing. 2 people put in complaints. You read their standards, it says, occasionally we get things wrong because we rely on an algorithm. So then when we look at it, it's like, how can you look at that? And someone's saying what he said and then just say there's no breach. It was personal, direct at me to do with my gender identity, predominantly. And how disgusting and off-putting it is. I love fucking how much of an open and shut case of hate speech is that. Gender identities listed in their list of hate speeches, things that they would deem to be removable or whatever. Nothing. But I said poo face. My mate was in a pic and it was like, and I said, is that your poo face? Just being silly. Again, in their standards, it says we allow for cultural differences and you know, a free exchange between friends or something. It's like, well, mate, me and him are at the level where I can teasingly go, is that your poo face? And he will just giggle because we're both silly. We both like being silly. He would have totally got that. The various things you could have done with the poo face. But that, you know, I got a fucking warning for breaching standards because I said poo face, for fuck's sake. And he called me a fucking, all sorts. And he wrote a post about me, which didn't name me. But it was a public video, which he'd been commenting on, which would be on his news feed because he kept replying on there, so it would have gone on his news feed. Then he wrote a post about a bloke in women's clothes that all he did was make a comment on, and so everyone could have identified me from it because it was a public video. Total hate speech. Total fucking hate speech and total self-righteousness, and he got nothing. And I'm banned from Facebook. But then at least I've made a video. But I'm going to go and get my meds and have something to eat and whatever. I've got to like do the rest of my day without Facebook. I don't know what I shall do. I just don't know what I shall do. I won't even be able to share this until tomorrow. Like, you're not even going to know how I'm feeling. You're not going to know what I'm going through. But the time is almost there for me to say, look up in the air and there's angels all around you.